Animal shelters around the Los Angeles area continue to face overcrowding. Reporter Gaskin visited a local shelter and here in the studio.
I went to the Burbank Animal Shelter to speak with some officials about pet adoption and rescue animals. I was also able to spend time with some cute furry pets waiting to find a new home. Walking down a hallway with paw prints on the ground can easily remind you of one thing: animals.
Oh, she's such a hair.
Behind these gates, hundreds of different pets are waiting in hopes of eventually finding a new home. At the Burbank Animal Shelter, dogs of every breed, size, and shape are barking for attention from anyone that passes by. Around 5 to 7 million companion animals enter shelters every year nationwide, and about 3 to 4 million will be euthanized. President of Volunteers for the Burbank Animal Shelter, Denise Fleck, is a strong believer in adoption and preventing an animal from being euthanized.
Look in the mirror and ask themselves if they want to save a life. That's number one. Whether it's a shelter dog, cat, rabbit, or whatever type of animal, is these animals generally are not the ones that are broken. Who was broken was the family that had them originally and didn't take the time to do the research ahead of time. They didn't realize that that little German Shepherd puppy was going to grow up to be an 80-pound dog and eat them out of house and home.
These empty carriers on the side of the shelter, as well as many occupied kennels, are partially due to this reason. Animal Control Officer John McCullough says why animals are also brought here.
When people's dogs especially are off of their own private property, they have to be held on a leash, and have it under control. A lot of people don't realize that that law applies to all animals. When people own cats, their cats aren't supposed to be roaming off their property either.
I guess breeders, you don't know what kind of dog you're getting sometimes. I guess you don't know with the rescue dogs either, but I just rather do that than pay for someone to raise more dogs when the population out there is high already for dogs.
To distinguish each animal at the shelter, an ID is placed outside of their kennel with information about them for potential adopters and for those who may have lost their pet, hoping to find them here. All animals brought to the shelter are screened to see that they have an identification chip. They're also checked for health problems. If not claimed by their owner within 7 days, they are then put up for adoption. Now back to you guys.